This woman lost her job recently, but is now earning $10,000 each month thanks to AI. This guy on Reddit is earning $500 to $700 passive income each week with a pretty weird AI side hustle. And this guy earned over $1,000 in only 5 days using AI in a way your granny probably wouldn't approve of.
Well, you've changed, haven't you? Used to be such a nice little boy.
In this video, I'll be sharing exactly what these people are doing to make so much money and how you and I, the average person, can do the same. These are the easiest AI side hustles nobody talks about. Number 1, AI voice cloning. I found this guy on Reddit in response to what's the most unexpected passive income stream you have built. I created AI voice clones of my voice that generates $500 to $700 before tax per week. Goes on to say, I do it on a website called 11 Labs. This is the website, turn your voice into passive income. I'll show you more of that in a second. Back to this person, basically record at least 30 minutes of your voice and it'll clone it. You earn when people use your voice to generate voiceovers with speech to text. I have 10 voices. Most of them only earn $20 to $50 a week, but 2 of them earn $100 to $200 since they have the high quality badge. Back to the website, this is what the voice can sound like.
Hey there. Did you know that AI voices can whisper?
I did not know that. And further down, I believe we have, like real people here showing that they're doing this.
First and foremost, hi, my name is Bob Carter, voice actor, broadcaster.
So of course, it's best if you have a good voice for this. Ideally, if you have some voice acting experience. But it sounds like you don't have to. You can give it a go. It's worth spending half an hour or a couple hours recording your voice, uploading it to this, and you could earn passive income doing it. Now that is an easy way to earn money with AI. Number 2, become an AI influencer. $500 to $700 passive income per week is great and everything, but that's like $2,000 to $3,000 a month. What if you want to earn more like $10K a month with AI? What's a relatively easy way to do that? Well, you could become an AI influencer like this lady, a 25-year-old content creator turned a layoff into an opportunity. Now an influencer on LinkedIn, she says the platform could be more profitable than TikTok. Her name is Valerie Chapman. She says there's no creator fund on LinkedIn, but there's other ways to monetize, like digital products, which I'm working on. Right now, my primary income streams are brand partnerships, primarily with tech companies. Chapman says she's since made significant headway as a creator who can now support herself, earning about $10,000 a month by dishing out advice and think pieces on personal brands and AI to her thousands of followers. So she was hitting this 10K a month mark with 16,000 followers. I see now she's up to 18,000 followers on LinkedIn. And the cool thing here is I don't think Valerie had much experience with AI before getting into this. Chapman, who had previously worked in advertising and content creation, okay, she had experience with content creation, says her LinkedIn career is why she no longer holds a corporate job. 2 layoffs, so she got laid off twice before she started her own thing on LinkedIn. 2 layoffs inspired her to pivot, and luckily she brought some experience with her to the platform, as a previous social media management employer had asked her to become a LinkedIn thought leader in order to bring in sales. After she was let go in October 2023, LinkedIn influencing became her new hustle. She now has over 16,000 followers on the platform with posts that reel in thousands of likes. I had a look through a bunch of posts that Valerie has put up on LinkedIn. This is all her recent posts. She does a lot of video stuff. And I found this one interesting. She posted this a month ago and she said, when I started posting on here 6 months ago. So she only started posting on LinkedIn 6 months before this post, and she was already earning about $10,000 a month, which goes to show that you can get traction and become very successful doing this in a short space of time. I like this article she posted back in November, AI and the Rise of the Content Curator. She's basically saying there that you don't need to be an expert. You can just share the cool stuff you find and help people cut through the noise, which is pretty much what she does on LinkedIn. 3 keys to her growth on LinkedIn that she has here. Consistency, showing up even when it feels like no one is watching, compounds in ways you can't predict. Video changes the game. People don't just want to read your ideas, they want to see and hear them. She does a lot of TikTok style videos, but on LinkedIn, where people aren't posting a lot of videos like that. So it really stands out. People want real conversations. My most engaged posts weren't the polished ones. They were the ones where I spoke honestly about AI, work, and creativity. Again, you don't need to be some kind of polished expert here. You can just be sharing what you're learning and asking people what they think of those ideas that you're sharing. This might be my favorite post of hers from a month ago. People are using AI like a toy when they should be using it as a tutor. And she outlines here how she basically used AI to help her come up with her strategy for growing on LinkedIn. So during the journey, my AI tutor, so something like ChatGPT, it helped her build a strategy for my personal brand on LinkedIn, write scripts for video content about AI, draft personalized outreach emails, craft copy and frameworks for pitch decks, counsel me during the ups and downs of my entrepreneurial journey, and honestly, so much more. So what you can do is go to ChatGPT or whatever AI you prefer, and you can type in something like this. I want to become an AI influencer on LinkedIn. I currently work as a university teaching assistant, for example. Maybe I can help other people in the education space learn about AI. Not sure if that's a good niche. Help me figure out my niche and plan a strategy for growing an engaged audience on LinkedIn. Drop that in there and ChatGPT is going to basically outline a plan for how we can do that. Is that plan definitely going to work? Is it going to be foolproof? No, of course not. But it's a great place to start. It's going to give you a lot of best practices to follow. And then what I'd recommend on top of that is find and follow people like Valerie and study what they're doing and how they're growing on LinkedIn and making thousands of dollars a month. And by the way, if you're wondering exactly how Valerie would monetize, I believe this is one of the sponsored posts she's put up on LinkedIn. This is for something called Poppy AI, getting people to sign up for it using her discount code. And I assume she's either earning commissions for that or they paid her to post this promotion. And to wrap this one up with a little bit of inspiration, Valerie has posted here, 4 months ago, I was just like you, too hesitant to post on LinkedIn, afraid of being perceived, unsure if my voice was worth sharing. But I realized that this hesitation was a limiting belief, a mindset holding me back from reaching my potential. So I decided to push past it. I started posting a few times a week, sharing my raw, authentic self. And then fast forward a few months, 4 million impressions, 2,000 new followers, 3 networking conferences across the country, and making $10,000 a month within a few months. And just to emphasize one more time, she got laid off twice from 9-to-5 jobs before she started this. So even if you're struggling to find a job or keep a job or get some business off the ground, Valerie is a great example of how you can fail a couple of times and still succeed with something like this as long as you're willing to give it a try and you're consistent with it. But hey, if becoming an AI influencer sounds like too much work, don't worry, because this next AI side hustle is much easier. Number 3, get paid to train AI. Found this article on entrepreneur.com. No meetings, up to $30 per hour, fully remote. A college student training AI says the work is perfect for introverts. He works 30 hours a week without a direct boss, daily meetings, or contact with co-workers. Riley Willis, a computer science student at the University of Florida, helps train AI. He was drawn to the job after moving out of his parents' home and says it supports his lifestyle. And it says further down here, Willis said he was making $20 an hour in the beginning, but now nets around $25 an hour. Early rates vary depending on the projects workers take on, and Willis said he's seen them reach as high as $30. So how exactly is he doing this? It's through a company called Data Annotation. This is their website, dataannotation.tech. Get paid to train AI on your own schedule. And you see they've been featured in some big media outlets, and they have lots of good reviews here as well. Back to that article, Willis said his days consist of fact-checking the output of various AI models, but only because that's what he chooses to take on. He says Data Annotation offers a variety of projects for contract workers to choose from, including teaching AI to improve its creative writing and coding skills. You are literally literally going through and you're labeling the information based on a series of criteria that differ between projects. I personally work on a lot of factual stuff just because I find the pay to effort ratio is nice. So there's a lot of fact checking responses, making sure the models aren't lying or hallucinating information. So that sounds pretty easy, pretty straightforward. They do seem to suggest here on the data annotation page that you need to have a degree in math, physics, biology, or chemistry to sign up for this, but I don't actually think you do because Riley here is still at university. He doesn't have a degree. And I have heard from people who've gone through the application process here and they weren't asked if they have a degree. Some video testimonials here on that page.
To say that I love this job is an understatement.
I've been on the data annotation platform for about 1.5 years now.
It's very easy to comprehend. Once you get in the flow of it, honestly, it's easy.
I found it on TikTok. It was recommended by someone as a side hustle, but I have managed to turn it into a very valid, very regular part-time job.
You get to decide if this is full or part-time. You get to decide what days you work, what hours you work.
I've been able to set and exceed new financial goals.
And then tens of millions of dollars have been paid out to our dedicated members as they transform AI. So you might want to give that one a try, but that's just one way you can get paid to train AI. I'm going to tell you about another one in a minute. But first, let's talk about a way you can make money with AI that your granny probably wouldn't approve of.
Well, it's not as bad as your cousin who married that Romanian.
Number 4, AI OnlyFans management. So I found this guy on YouTube, AI OFM, how I went from $0 to $9K in 14 days. That title is a bit misleading because he actually shows here that he earned $1,100 more or less in about 5 days of doing this. So what exactly is he doing? Well, he lays it out here in another video. Basically, you are creating a good-looking woman with AI. That's your AI content here. Then you're setting up a social media with images of that AI woman. I'll show you examples in a second. And you're doing that to, as he puts it, attract horny clients. I know, I told you your granny wouldn't approve of it. But wait, it gets worse. Then you're basically getting those horny clients into private chats and you're trying to sell them AI contents, which is essentially nude images of your AI girl that you've created. And it's called OnlyFans management because people actually do this for real for women who are on OnlyFans. They manage their accounts, but you can't actually do AI content, I believe, with OnlyFans, which is why he has it crossed out here. But he does share another platform that you can do this on where you can actually sell AI generated images. This is the software he's using to create the images, Picasso AI. And here he is showing how the AI model looks like on IG. So not just photos, he's actually creating videos with this software and then posting them on Instagram. Horny clients find those photos, start DMing him, and he invites them over to that other platform, Uncove.com is the one he's using. Invites them over to that platform and tries to upsell them on more explicit images and videos. How much does it cost to actually do this? Well, he says here in one of the videos,
I only have $10 for my budget during this week, so I cannot buy ads, and also the $10 is only for creating my AI influencer.
Now, I think he actually spent more than $10, but still quite cheap for him to set all this up. And here he is getting all excited about his first paying customer.
Guys, I was playing games and look at this, just few hours later, and I made my first subscriber. I made $8. Wow. Big Dad 12. He even sent me a message, so now I can start chatting with him. When he gets a bit late, there are more and more people who want to talk to girls, that's why. Guys, it's now past midnight, and look at how much I made with only one guy. That's crazy. We were just chatting together. I first sent a picture of $60 and he accepted it. I sent a picture at 230 euros and this guy, I didn't have to wait. He just bought it. That's crazy.
So in a nutshell, he's pretending to be a hot girl, DMing with guys and getting them all worked up until they pay him for explicit images, explicit videos. As I said, your granny would not approve, but I won't tell her if you won't.
Like to keep my nose clean. Don't I, Kevin? All
right, final one is much less sleazy, much more easy, but still kind of weird. Number 5, another way to get paid to train AI. Now, you won't make a lot of money doing this, but you need 0 skills for it, just a quiet room and a decent microphone, like this. The website is babel.audio. Get paid to chat, it's that simple. Have engaging conversations to train the future of audio AI and get paid for it. And then down in the FAQ section, why are you able to pay me for talking? We record every conversation and use this data to build AI training datasets. These datasets are used by tech companies to build the next generation of audio and speech AI models. And they have a little promo video here with this guy who is actually doing this and earning money doing this. Now, this all sounds good in theory, but I'm always looking for like real reports of people who are making money doing this. So I went on YouTube and I found this guy, Sarge. A little bit weird, doesn't show his face, but he does show screenshots of his earnings from this Babel audio. He shows that he's done 142 calls. Each call is 15 minutes, and his total earnings are $572, which works out to $16 an hour. Not a lot of money, but you're basically getting paid just to have casual conversations with strangers 15 minutes at a time. Really easy way to earn a little bit of extra money helping to train AI. I also looked on Reddit, lots of people talking about this on Reddit, and someone here is actually earning a lot of money doing this. My earnings over the last 29 days is $1,400. I applied December 28th, got accepted the next day. It is truly legit, and I love doing this type of work. You can work when you want and how much you want, depending on the call limits the company prescribes to you. You can work 24/7 if you want. My call limit is 50 a day, which works out to like 12 hours of calls, but impossible to do that many since I have a full-time job. So I do what I can, generally 15 to 20 a day, which I guess works out to what? 4-ish hours he's putting in at this, and over 29 days earned $1,400. And I read through a bunch more comments here. The consensus is that the company definitely pays, but they're a bit picky about the audio quality, so make sure you have a decent mic for this. We're trying for some extra cash if you have time to kill. Totally flexible, and you could probably even do it from your phone as long as you can plug a good mic into your phone. So there you have it, 5 easy AI side hustles nobody talks about. If you found this video helpful in any way, I'd appreciate if you give it a like and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more videos where I share cool business ideas and proven side hustles. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.